Well, hey guys, welcome back to Vigoroso, DC, and today we are at Arlington National Cemetery. And I would like to show you this place right here. This is Arlington House. This was once the home of Robert E. Lee, the commander of Southern forces. But before that, it was built and owned by Martha Washington's grandson. And at that time, this and its outbuildings were the only places here. And it is only over time that it became a cemetery. Its history is very much linked to the Civil War. So today I'm going to go into all of that. I will show you Arlington House here, and I will show you this whole area that is kind of up on a hill over here, and it is the oldest part of the cemetery. And I would like to begin this video by taking you on a walk from the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier to here. So when I bring my student groups here, sometimes we go see the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier first, and then we'll come here. And there is a way that you can get here which is really cool because it feels like you're walking through the middle of the graves. Now, we are not allowed to bring school groups through the graves themselves, that's for obvious reasons, but this is a narrow walkway of steps that when you walk through it, it does feel that way because there are graves on either side very close to the path. It's really beautiful, so I will show you that. We will take that walk and then end up at this hill here. So let's get started. And now we have Crook's Walk going from the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier up to the top of the hill. So now we are at the top of that section of Crook's Walk that we just walked, and it continues for just a little bit more up this little stretch here. And then when we get to the top, we're going to turn right and go in that direction to where Arlington House is. Now, when I'm with my students and we have enough time, we will come up this path. And as you can see, it's a bit uphill to get here, and they're usually pretty tired. But at that point, depending on how we're doing things, we will go up and see the house, or we will head down to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and take Crook's Walk down there. We usually do this, but it could be the other way around as well. For us today, we will go up the last little section of Crook's Walk and make our way towards the house. This grave is right off the path of Crook's Walk, and I find it really interesting because it has an American flag draped over the left-hand side of it. Of course, it is all the same rock, same type of rock, but the flag portion of it is polished and the other part of the rock is natural. And I don't know what kind of rock this is, but it's a beautiful grave. And just having this flag part of it polished and the other part rough really makes it look like it's real. There are a couple of other things I find interesting about this grave. First of all, this is Levi Bertolet. He was a commander in the U.S. Navy, and he died in Guayaquil, Ecuador in 1912. And I actually visited Guayaquil back in 2019, I think. Yeah, it was 2019. And I love that place. It had such a cool vibe, and they had this public park where they just have lizards out everywhere, and they just live there the same way you might see squirrels or pigeons in any other kind of public park. They just had these big lizards laying around, and it was just really cool. So when I bring my groups here and I'm in full work mode, full DC mode, and I pass by this grave quickly and I see Guayaquil, Ecuador, it just kind of takes me back just for a moment. It's just a nice little escape in my head to see that. And there's something else about this grave as well. On the bottom, it's pretty much impossible to see with the camera, but it says his wife is also buried there, and her last name is Miggs. She is a member of the Miggs family, M-E-I-G-S, and I will tell you more about a different member of this family who had a lot to do with what we're talking about today. Over here we have John Hancock, although this is not the John Hancock we usually think of from the Revolutionary War. This is someone else entirely, died in 1912.